How do you think the world would react if a major political leader, like Trump, the Queen, or Kim Jong-un, died of COVID-19? Well, Trudeau's wife, from Canada, has been diagnosed, and now they are saying that Trump and Pence were exposed. This dude probably shook hands with Rudy Gobert this week too, with how many people has come in contact with. They're now saying that Rudy Gobert French kissed him. The cabinet in Iran count? Not really, since the real power lies with the Ayatollah and his team of silly beard wizards. Aren't some of said beard wizards sick? Like 70% of these comments are just yay, we are pretty sure the Queen is immortal at this point. Yes, but I'm pretty sure the Queen is immortal at this point. Lizard people are immune. Shh, like the Keith Richards of royalty. I think Scotland Yard would have a few questions for Prince Charles. Are you asserting that he waited until she was 93 and he was 71 to finally off her? Is he the laziest usurper ever? I actually think Liz is waiting him out. For sure we would run out of toilet paper. Get a bidet. You say bidet, I say garden hose run under the door and duct tape to the toilet debt. Memes. This is the truth for any major world event. Memes will always be made about it. Nowadays the memes are better source of information than news reports. Just that we have to decode the information hidden in them. A lot of people, I think, would be shocked if the Queen died. That lady has survived some shit. But knowing the royal family, they probably got her on lockdown. I think Prince Phil's far more at risk. The man looks like has been at death's door for as long as anyone can remember. The conspiracy that has actually a corpse and that the royal family is trying to convince the public that has actually still alive is my absolute favorite conspiracy. Most developed countries have protocols to replace a fallen leader. I think people would be shocked if Trump died, for example, because we haven't seen a president die in office since JFK, but for the most part, things would be business as usual. In less developed countries, a fallen leader could leave a power vacuum that could potentially lead to civil war. Pence, etc., etc. Corona would die of the Queen more likely. Corona is Latin for the crown. It all makes sense now. Dun dun dun. Also in Spanish. If Trump were diagnosed, I bet it would not be released publicly. Except his administration leaks like the sky in the Pacific Northwest. I know this isn't what you meant, and it was honestly a solid joke, but the reason the US Navy docks its nuclear subs in the PNW is because the extended cloud cover makes it nearly impossible to spy on from the air, making it one of the most secure places in the country in terms of leaks. Well, we all know the Queen wouldn't die because of the whole immortality thing, but I wouldn't imagine much changing. I would expect many leaders to want the next in line to be very similar to them in ideas and experience. I feel now may not be the time to tempt fate. Someone tag the guy who jinxed it with Hawking. No matter what, man, the Queen ain't dying. She is one of the few people that could survive a nuclear apocalypse, along with Keith Richards. Same with Ozzy. Someone like Trump, even if he is old, has access to the best medical care in the world. If he dies, even with the best medical care in the world, I think that's a real oh shit moment for people. Markets are on fire, and I can't find toilet paper. As things are now, a clear sign that this can kill even those with the best possible care would be an economic disaster. Government would continue to function better, I'd argue, but they'd have a serious crisis on their hands. Much worse than this. I tend to agree with this. Regardless of how anyone feels about the three, I think it would exponentially crank the panic level up for exactly the reasons you listed. It is speculative on my part, but not hard to believe Trump and the Queen have access to the unrivaled best healthcare sourced from anywhere on the globe they can find it. Even if they are in high risk groups, it killing anyone at their level is going to make the panic of today look like a calm summer afternoon. The second I see Pence speaking on TV sitting down, I know it happened. If Trump dies of COVID-19, Alex Jones's head will explode from the sheer amount of conspiracy lunacy trying to escape his mind at once. There will absolutely be massive mainstream theorizing on whether the Democrats engineered coronavirus to kill Trump. Why hire a sniper when you can murder millions of people to reduce the impact we have on the planet and to slow down climate change? Checkmate, insert religion here. Trump, easy. The US has a clearly defined line of succession. I think other leaders would be waiting to see how he acts. Queen, easy. The UK has a moderately clearly defined line of succession, except I don't remember who isn't up for the job, and I don't think primogeniture works the way it does in Crusader Kings. Kim, shit will get crazy and speculative. Queen, moderately clear. Seriously, other than an amendment in 2015 once again allowing descendants of Roman Catholics to inherit, the process has been unchanged since 1689. If it isn't clear by now, that's more on you than the process. It is the eldest born of the eldest child. If all of their children were to die or abdicate, it goes to the next eldest. It's that easy. Queen, Prince Charles, Prince William, Prince George, Princess Charlotte, Prince Louis, Prince Eriodit. Quick edit: as a couple of people have rightly pointed out, there was also the 2013 Act to allow any gender to inherit. The Succession to the Crown Act 2013, which came into force in 2015, in addition to the Catholic thing, also made the very important change from male preference to absolute primogeniture. They are just people. Everyone is replaceable. Sometime when you're feeling important, sometime when your ego's in bloom zone time, when you take it for granted you're the best qualified in the room, sometime when you feel that you're going well, leave an unfillable hole. Just follow these simple instructions and see how they humble your soul. Take a bucket and fill it with water. Put your hand in it up to the wrist. Pull it out, and the whole fat's remaining is a measure of how you'll be missed. You can splash all you wish when you enter. You may stir up the water galore, but stop and you'll find that in no time it looks quite the same as before. The moral of this quaint example is do just the best that you can. Be proud of yourself, but remember, there's no indispensable man. Indispensable man link. /org/indispenman_Saxon. HTM. For about 99% of us, in 100 years no one will be able to find the hole they dropped you in. Well, Trump might already, since he was in contact with someone who tested positive, so it's possible we could find out soon. No, you'll never know. Even if he has it, we'll know if he dies. It would just be too suspicious of a situation to not infer, but it's doubtful he'd die. If the Queen dies, the world goes into shock. If Trump dies, the country goes at each other's throats over something stupid and petty, I'm sure. If Kim dies, peace with Korea could be possible in our time. If Putin dies, most people would probably be happy until someone equally corrupt takes over. Coronavirus doesn't kill him. He kills coronavirus. I mean, in a fist fight between coronavirus and Putin, I've got my money on Putin. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.